Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our online service this week. I'll say it again in announcements later, but before I forget, in case I forget, I want to remind you to please go order your CNS Punim shield, the masks with our logo on them. We have hit the threshold to ensure that we will go to print, and now everything else from here is just pure fundraiser for the synagogue and to make sure that you have a plethora of masks so that you're wearing a different one every time you go out. You can come back and wash it and not have to worry about cross-contamination and all that. So you should go do that. In the chat, go ahead. I see we are joined again this week by Sybil in New Jersey. So great to have you have joined our online community in this crazy time. And if anyone else wants to announce themselves in the chat, let's come together as a community, because we really don't know how long we're all gonna be doing this online. So let's connect. And now we're ready to light our Shabbat candles. If you have Mishkan Tefillah, the blessing is on page 120. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. And now that we have lit our Shabbat candles and warmed ourselves up with that beautiful nigun that I think is by Joey Weisenberg, but don't quote me on that if you go looking for it and can't find it on his website. So now we are ready to welcome the Sabbath Bride with Lecha Dodi on page 138 and 139. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Yishmi anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shemo tiferet ve'itila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof maseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Ki toreri, ki ba'orech kumi ori, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. We continue to welcome in the wondrous spirits of Shabbat into each of our own homes with Shalom Alechem on page 142, if you have the book. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barkuni l'shalom, Malachei l'shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on the ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. The numbers are fluctuating a lot, and so now we come to our call to worship, but we have not reached or maintained a minyan to say the Baruch Hu, so we will say an alternative one that is on page 147 of Mishkan Tefillah. There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. There is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all worlds, filling the universe with song. Nevarech, let us bless. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or shall we cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachteinu, U'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki him chayenu, Ve'orech yameinu, U'vahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. Al tasir minenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. We come to the Shema and the Ve'ahavta on pages 152 through 154 in the Mishkan Tefillah. I invite you to get yourselves into a comfy position as we say these words of Torah, to really meditate on their meaning. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al navecha, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'lechtecha b'derech u'shachlecha u'kumecha u'shartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'misharecha, v'man tizkaru v'asitem et chol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim Elohei Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim v'hiyot lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi chamocha ma'alim Adonai, mi kamocha neter b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha pokei hayam, mifnei Moshe u'Miriam ze Eli. Anu ve'ameru Adonai, Yimloch le'olam ba'ed, mi chamocha ma'alim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. This Hashkivenu is by Rabbi Kaya Stern Kaufman. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, help us to rest tonight in peace. V'ha'amidenu malkeinu l'chaim, that we might rise again to ensure the life of those in our care. Ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha, help us to spread over our land your sukkah of peace. V'taknenu b'etzah tova milfanecha, help us to repair our broken systems and guide us with your solutions grounded in goodness. V'hoshi'enu l'ma, save us for the sake of your holy name, the sake of eternal compassion. V'hagen ba'adenu, shield us all from this plague. V'haser ma'alenu oyev dever v'cherev v'ra'av v'yagon v'haser satan v'hofanenu u'me'acharenu, and remove from our hearts our inner enemies, the sword of apathy, the famine of feeling, the paralysis of despair. Uvitzel kinafecha tastirenu, let us be sheltered under your protecting love. Ki el shomrenu umatzilenu ata, for you have taught us to protect and to rescue. Ki el melech hanun v'rachum ata, to be masters of grace and compassion. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Let us be ever mindful when we go out and when we return home to guard and protect, that we may create a safe, life-giving, and peaceful world. Ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha, for then will your sukkah of peace be over us. Baruch atah Adonai, porei sukkah shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, who teaches us to wrap ourselves and our world in peace. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru le'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam berit olam. maybe it's the quarantine getting to my head, but I swear I heard some of your woos on that one. After 8 weeks of this, now I can hear you coming through my window. We come now to the central portion of our evening prayer. The Amidah begins on page 164 of the Mishkan Tefillah and continues over the next few pages. I invite you to rise if you wish and face east, as I will do, or make yourself comfortable and again meditate on the meanings of these blessings, of the blessings of our ancestors, blessings of strength, and blessings of holiness. Adonai, Sifatai Tav may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanokra, El Elyon, Kol Mea Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zor Kavod v'Imahot, Bigula livni b'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומכיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר, מי כמוך פעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה בחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, לחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. If you are standing, you may be seated, and we are now on page 173 in Mishkan Tefillah. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasi Olam. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasi Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon, L'chol hashalom. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav, Al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 through 181 of Mishkan Tefillah, or the meditations of your own heart. Yehi ratzon, yefi, refi, v'yon libi, lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri. Vegali, Vegali. We turn our thoughts now to those among us who are ill or in someone for whom you are praying for healing this evening. We have on our list Mary Kennedy, Rosalind Cantu, Shoshana Bat Abraham, Minna Dornfeld, John Manners, Michael Kumakawa, Neil Savage, Joey Jones, Juliette Arigi, Sharon Kalb, Leslie White, Shirley Kronig, and Burke Asher. And of course, all of those affected by the virus or with other illnesses they can't get treated right now because of the virus. The Misha Berach is on page 371 of the Mishkan Tefillah. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Make me sheberach imotenu, mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleimah, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is now time to count the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has sanctified us with commandments and commanded us to count the Omer. Hayom shiv'ah u'shloshim yom shehem chamisha shavuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is 37 days, which is 5 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. The Kabbalistic realm of this Shabbat is loving kindness in foundation. Rabbi Amber Powers writes the following Kavanah for this day. Source of all, help me to feel rooted and strong. May I face any challenges this day brings, grounded in the foundational truth that I am a holy and capable being. This week's Torah portion is the double parsha of Parashat Bahar Bechukotai. in the first part of the Parsha, Bahar, tells the laws of Shemitah and Yovel, 7-year cycles in which the land gets a rest as well. Every 7th year in the Holy Land, no crops may be planted or harvested, no ownership of farmlands is acknowledged, but all may eat what grows and falls of its own accord. In the 50th year, after 7 cycles of years, economic slaves or indentured servants are freed, debts are forgiven, all land holdings return to the tribes for whom they were assigned, so that all recent sales and rentals are nullified. This section also lays out the prohibition on usury and interest and the rules for how one must treat their servants. Throughout the Parsha, God reminds us again and again that these laws are because the land, the crops, and the people who toil for them all belong to God. Ancient Israelites may hold deeds and contracts that gave them ownership over their farms and servants, but these human trappings are as finite as our lives. What is eternal is God and the holiness of the divine human nature relationships. Returning to our Omer Kavanah, which the Omer is again another cycle of 7 sevens, 7 weeks, 49 days. There is again another cycle of 7 sevens, 7 weeks, 49 days until the 50th day of Shavuot. There's some magic in that. Nurturing plants can help us feel rooted and powerful, able to call forth dirt from the earth, life from the dirt. But we also know that we are only nurturing what is natural. As a daisy through concrete will prove to us, the natural world doesn't really need us to cultivate it. We need to cultivate it to strengthen our ancestors, to reset their agrarian economic systems. I believe it too calls us to reset our modern capitalist systems. Judaism calls us to protect our whole society, not just those deemed important. Slaves were freed and debts are forgiven. Now our next Yovel should see increased social safety nets for those struggling to make ends meet through increased taxes on corporations that charge the soil. Now our next Shemitah, which is actually next year, 2021, September 5782, is our next Shemitah year, and we should see serious efforts by then to reduce our use of fossil fuels and increase our use of clean, renewable energy to recharge our climate. Although these laws apply in Israel, and Yovel especially can no longer be celebrated at all as described in the Torah because it requires all 12 of the tribes to be accounted for in their assigned tribal areas of the Holy Land. Yet we, as diaspora Jews, can still make meaning and apply the lessons to our lives. We can no longer offer animal sacrifices in the temple, and yet we learn from those mitzvot in the Torah about sacrifices of time, money, energy, worship from the heart. And so, may we learn now that sometimes the world needs a reset button to help fix the great injustices in our systems, and may we work to correct them. May we find that acts of loving kindness are foundational to our lives and to our Judaism, and may we stay grounded in moments of great social change. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn now toward our concluding prayers. The Aleinu is on page 586 in the Mishkan Tefillah. Again, those who wish to rise and face east may do so, and those who are quite comfy on their couches can feel free to stay there. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lateh gedula liotzer breshit, hakol lateh gedula liotzer breshit. Shelo asanu goyer haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama. Shelo sam chalkenu kahan, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. If you are standing, you may be seated as we turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. Again, as I read the names on our list, feel free to share in the chat any names for those for whom you are marking an anniversary of death or those who have died just within the last year. So this week marks an anniversary of death for Gloria Liss, Harry Gonick, Marcia Rosenthal, and Bernard Manning, and it will mark the first yahrzeit of Larry Washington and Dean Ashley. And we have within the year of mourning, Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, Deborah Freelander, Abraham Finkel, Harold Herman, Nancy Holowitz, Roland Laramie, Mindy Ferenz, Moishe Deutsch, Miguel Rodriguez, Bob Katz, Roger Haug, Paula Cooper, Ernie Weissman, Doris Oleski, Sandra Lenag, David Avery, Art Rich, Jason Brown, Louis Petrozello, Gary Lyons, Dorothy Wolf, and John DiNicola. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Yeah, 598 on that page, but that's where it is. Oh, and Howard Berman, lost to Corona. May his memory be for a blessing. And Jack Carton, may his memory be for a blessing. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach v'olam olalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudesha b'richu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated if you are standing. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru amen. Now is the time for you to grab your wine or juice, your challah or cookies, whatever you are making kiddush and motzi over tonight. And while I give you some time to do that, run to your kitchens, but within hearing, let me tell you some announcements. Tomorrow morning, we will have Shabbat services at 10 a.m. and tomorrow night Havdalah at 8 p.m. on Facebook, Zoom. No, not Zoom. And our closing song tonight is Adon Olam, to a different song, a different tune than we've done before. So again, especially if we have any millennial or Gen Z in the chat left, try to guess this tune. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Li'ei Nasa V'chefta Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol, Levado Yimloch Nora, Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hoveh, Ve'hu yeh betifara, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Li'ei Nasa V'chefta Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, Ve'hu Echad Ve'ein Sheni Leham Shiloh lehafira beli reshit beli tachlit velo haoz v'hamizrach Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'ei Nasa V'chefta Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra.